Hello and welcome to this edition of From the Fox Footy Vault, where we'll take a trip down memory lane to relive some of football's golden ages from the 1950s through to the 1980s. This time around, we're going to head back to the good old days of the night competition and the 1987 grand final of the National Panasonic Cup, as it was known in those days. The night series existed in a number of forms over the years, starting back at the Lake Oval under somewhat dim lighting from 1956 to 1971, generally featuring the 8 teams who didn't make the VFL finals. It was then reincarnated in 1977 as a knockout series at Waverley, involving all teams and played on Tuesday nights during the season. It was a huge night for the Melbourne Football Club, which was showing signs of a revival after a couple of decades in the wilderness. Coach John Northey had guided his young side into the club's first senior grand final of any kind for 16 years, and they went in rank underdogs against the class and experience of Kevin Sheedy's Essendon, who had just won 2 of the last 3 day premierships. The Demons' chances were further weakened by the loss of captain Robert Flower and vice-captain Greg Healy through injury. Almost 27,000 fans headed out to VFL Park on a typically chilly Waverley evening, conditions which made for a low-scoring scrap in the first half, Melbourne leading by 2 points at the main break. We pick up play at the start of the third quarter. Time for the big stuff now. It's the 1987 night grand final between Melbourne and Essendon, and your callers are Kevin Bartlett, Doug Hayward and Tim Lane.
And as Ron Barassi said, it's the big stuff now. The second half, the fair dinkum quarters, 25 minutes plus time on. 2 of those to go, and the National Panasonic Cup final will be decided. The Demons with a 2-point advantage. And a mad scramble for the ball. Spalding 35 makes ground for Melbourne. A little bit more ground made for them by Sparks, but straight to Salmon. Perhaps the mark not paid. Walsh to Hurd. And the first decisive kick of the quarter goes to Danaher in the centre.
Who once again takes a mark. He's quite amazing in these difficult conditions. The captain of Essendon marking beautifully. Oh, and a beautiful leap from the mark of the night to Roger, not allowed to merit, and that was really bad luck. On a night like tonight, what would you do, Kev? I'd pay the play.
Well, I think let's have a look at it here, Doug. He actually got his hands on the back of the head there of the Melbourne player. It looked like it was Spalding, so maybe Rowan Shaw's left it alone.
Izzard. Well played by the Demons to get out of a fairly dicey looking situation. 90 seconds gone in the third term, and it's Steins. And the two-hander becomes effective. Coop back to the wing, but out on the full. And Salmon takes it just forward of the wing for the Dons.
And the Demons have done particularly well to date against this magnificent Essendon side. They've been a surprise packet, and Steins takes a fine mark. This is the number 2 of the Irishman, Sean White, and Steins, and a beautiful kick. What a perfect kick it was to Danny Hughes. Both of them have only played about 3 years of Australian rules football. Nice spoil. Here comes Teddy Fitz. Out to Sparks. Went too long. Another chance for Sparks. A long hand pass is absolutely brilliant. On it goes to Dean. Dean hooks it back and puts it through. And that was just keep pushing it forward.
A very decisive goal. The Demons getting the first of the second half. Wilson, who can really help fire them, but as he does, he tried to beat the field. He had 2 opportunities there to get rid of it and just kept on going and trying to do too much. Chris Danaher takes the free. His first kick of the match finds Van der Haar within range. Van der Haar, normally a lovely kick, and this is a beauty. Curling back and right through for his second.
There's number 18, the Flying Dutchman, and been an exciting player in league football. Steins goes up. Salmon with the ball. Good hand pass into open territory. Roger Merritt with strength is followed by Spalding. Stretch loses the run of it. And the free kick is going to go to Merritt. No, advantage rule played, and downfield it goes. And it's kicked through.
This time he's got Merritt to beat. And Danaher, great play by the captain. That's the stuff to lift the team.
He's on half-back flank, grandstand side. Doesn't quite know where to give it. Kicks it, nice long one, looking there for Steins. Steins is outpointed by Salmon. Strong play, Walsh, kicking in danger. And the free kick will go to the Demons.
Well, the Melbourne crowd incensed, feeling that there should have been an advantage situation there. Kicking in danger decision invoked, and then the umpire stopping play even though Melbourne came away with the ball.
Which after Melbourne lost a goal just a minute ago through an advantage rule which they didn't play, which they didn't take any notice of. I guess they've got some reason feeling unhappy.
Coop from the wing to half forward, Salmon under it in good shape. All played though by Steins to get it to ground. Johnson hasn't done a lot back after injury. All Melbourne out here, they've got the numbers. Ryan perhaps went the wrong way and the long way. Johnson to full forward. White, and beautifully rowed by Steins. Giles open goal. And the Demons hit back. They desperately needed that. The margin back to 3 points. Essendon's half forward line, in fact, up towards the wing. Johnson improving in this quarter. Now that's an effective kick too. Ryan, nicely done. Rinter out of defence, puts Melbourne into attack. Lovely pass. White, well, it was either White or Dean who was bearing down. Good delivery from White. Great pass to Giles. Well within range, but the angle very tight. The goal would put Melbourne back in front. And it's good to see the Demons lift. When Melbourne lost the lead and slipped to a 9-point deficit, I thought perhaps it was slipping away, but now they're striking back commendably. Fine mark by Dean. Over the top of Salmon, a beauty. And there's a lesson for young players. The ball never out of play until it's actually called out.
I think Kevin Shetty will be very disappointed here because Salmon's there in that front position. And I think, as we can see, Salmon went for the mark and then
he's done it. Dean's second goal, and the Demons are back in front. At the 15.5-minute mark, they lead by 3 points.
Bad loss for Melbourne. Alan Johnson with crook ribs has come off the ground, and he was certainly playing well. It doesn't look too good for the Demons.
The Demons and Alan Johnson having absolutely no luck with injuries. Giles a hurried kick. Still might give Lyon a chance. Good hand pass to Grinter. It was a beauty. From 60 metres out to Dean. 10th kick. He's done it. Great goal. The Demons lead by 10 points at the 23-minute mark. The Bombers looking down the barrel, surprisingly trailing by 11 points close to time.
And Walsh gets it down. Hit away by Nicholas Walsh. Well played, Jarrett, out to Bailey. Bailey, who played particularly well until he had to go off the ground injured, kicks it out wide, and Stephen Stretcher's got the run. Picks it up on one bite and does it well. Dodges cleverly, dodges another one, sends it long downfield. There's nobody at home for the Demons. The mark could have been awarded to Danaher. Free kick will be awarded to Terry. Roger Merritt goes on. The advantage rule is played. Merritt kicks it down towards centre half forward, over the back of the pack. Coming through is Van der Haar, out to Kevin Walsh. Kevin Walsh steadies, 15 metres out and shoots for goal. And he's made it.
And he's a man who deserves something to celebrate tonight. Folds up in attack now. Grinter on top of it. And gets a free kick. Surprises me.
Yes, me too, Tim. Grinter's played an excellent game, and we'll look at that kick over to Wilson. Wilson on quick, and a lovely kick to Giles. Bit too wide. Giles keeps on going. He's in lots of trouble on the boundary line there. Picked up by Dean, and Dean ran over the line with it. The umpire let it go. Down to the full forward zone it goes, and there's Peter Francis taken away from him. Coming in very strongly is Elshaw, and Elshaw will get them out of danger. Hand passes across. Look out, Ezard gets it cleverly to Foles. Foles steadies and kicks it out wide, looking for Nicholas Walsh. Up goes Yates, and then Walsh takes a good mark.
Beauty. 15 metres as well. Ball knocked away from him. Goes long towards Salmon, who comes from the back. Oh, good mark. And a chip over the top to Williams. Open goal. The Bombers are in front by a point at the 8-minute mark. 10 kicks to 7. Out to Kevin Walsh, who's got a bit of time and a man there in supporting Winton. To Merritt at the 22-minute mark. 54 plays 52. The Bombers in front by 2 points. 26,000 people at VFL Park. I'd say 20,000 perhaps barracking for Melbourne, the underdogs. And they're giving a great sight. Johnson wide. Bailey with space. Long to full forward. White in front. Scouting the pack though, Hurd. Pressure. Pressure. Chance for the Demons still. Throw in the forward pocket. Oh, it was a chance for Peter Keel, the fresh man on the ground, to grab it cleanly with the one bite. He failed to do that, and the opportunity was gone.
And both teams have been absolutely magnificent the way they've contested. And here's a great player in Salmon. Sean White up to him. Keel is tackled late. Duckworth a rock in defence. And there's another rock in. Danaher kicks to the boundary line ever so cleverly. Ever so clever was Terry that time. It's out of bounds. But the Demons are still in attack. They're trailing by 2 points only. 8-6 Essendon, 7-10 to Melbourne.
Only one goal kicked in the quarter. It could be the decisive one, kicked by the Bombers. There won't be a lot of time on. Now Johnson. Good centering kick to within 20 metres. Almost a mark to Giles. And now a ball up. Just a kick's distance from goal. And even a behind would be handy, Kev, for Melbourne. If they could kick 2 behinds, they've tied the scores.
Yes, well, they're still in this game, Kim. They've been magnificent in the last 5 minutes. They've had the ball up in their forward line, but they just can't score. But from these ball-ups, this is where a quick kick out of the pack can get for them.
Wilson out wide to Giles. He's got a good run. Danaher tackles him. Giles to the ground. Back it comes. A left foot snap.
Bailey.
And it's through. It's Brett Bailey. He's kicked one sensational goal, and that's another one, and the stand has erupted. The Demons have taken the lead. They batted the ball up forward. Giles went to the ground. Here it comes. Giles out to Bailey.
That was great play there by Giles. He scooped it out. Bailey on the left boot. That's his second great goal for the game, and he's played a tremendous game. And look at the excitement. Now can Melbourne hang on?
Beyond the 24-minute mark as play restarts. Melbourne in front by 4 points. The Demons have their claws around it. And they don't want to let it slip now. We're 30 seconds away from time on, and there might only be about a minute and a half or 2 minutes of time on.
Well, Danaher and Duckworth have repelled attack after attack. Whether they can keep doing it remains to be seen.
Elshaw puts the Dons into attack. Tremendous courage from Stretch. Waiting under a hospital ball. Play on is the call now. And he does it well, but kicks towards the line, and it's out on the full. So an Essendon free kick forward of the wing.
And a lovely long Foles kick it is, and Roger Merritt goes up and Hughes is there too. Well played by Bailey again. Underneath, over the line, marked on the line by Foles. This time Foles looks for Kevin Walsh. Changes his mind, kicks it long, and the mark should have been taken that time by Steins, but there's some very, very weary and gallant players there. At the 25-minute mark, Melbourne leading by just 4 points.
25 and a half minutes. We better be precise, Douglas, because the seconds count now. The Dons through Clark. There's the siren. The Demons, for the first time in 16 years, have won themselves a premiership. The ground is being invaded by supporters of the team in red and blue. They've waited a long time for this, and isn't it sweet?